system became very slow. Yeah, just a minute. Yeah, good morning everybody once again. Back here with a class. In our last class, we have discussed how the Android Studio installation can be done, and then we have gone with one particular example that how you can make a project of an hello world. So as I have explained you that how the IDE of an Android Studio will be there, that actually when we open, we'll go over a new project, and when we open it as a new project, it's going to ask you the name of the project. Once if you enter a name of the project, automatically it will set the target, that is website, that is com dot whatever website you want, you can set there, or default it will take the name of that particular project itself, and then the preference language on which you are developing an app, that it's going to ask either Leon or either you are using this one means Java. So we have selected Java there, and then another one important option is at what range means minimum SDK Android support version which you are going to select. That is minimum version you have to select a 4. That means almost all 98.5% of overall devices your app will run. That is a minimum version which you are going to take into the consideration. So that we had taken, and then we will tell okay and finish. Once it has been finished, you are going to get a workspace. In a left side window, whatever is there, you're going to see the path of that particular files or hierarchical of the files where it will be there. There two parts will be there, very important, which we have to know. That is app and Gradle will be there. Gradle is the one, as I told you, that it's a default thing, means which will be downloaded when you open a app, means when you are creating a new app for that particular app, whatever the Gradle things needed. That means once the package has been done, we'll do only just a coding. To create an APK, it needs other files also to be created and supportive, like one particular package, like that particular sense. So Gradle will be downloaded according to your project, and once the Gradle has been downloaded, and you will get that particular things, marks, whatever is there. So then we will go for an app there. When you click on that particular app, then you will see two parts in that. One is the coding part, that is the Java, whatever is there, that means main activity you are going to see, and then another one is a resource which you are going to see. As I told you that the Java is meant for an coding for the particular features what you want, and all activities or components what you have placed in a screen. That is main activity will start from the first screen. So on that particular screen, what you are going to put means have the components and all, writing a code to that particular components and all. So all these particular things will be there. So coming to the next thing, so that is the resource. In a resource, RES will be there. So in that particular thing, so whatever the media things you needed for that, means buttons, labels, all these particular things what you need, or any images, icons you need, or text images like that. So here the different sections will be there: drawable, image upload, something like that. And main thing here is a layout. When you click on that particular layout, activity XML will be there. So what does activity XML? Activity XML will show you the GUI of the particular screen concept, and the components will be there on the left side, and you can drag and drop that particular components whatever you want on that particular screen. So this will be there. So once you are going all these particular things, then so how to run this particular Android app, means projects, and you have to check that particular thing. There will be two ways here. So one way of doing that is so you have to take your mobile, and in your mobile you have to make the means developer options ready, and in that you have to select the debugging options, means means whatever debugging, USB debugging will be there, that you have to make it okay, and then install through the USB. That option you have to make it okay. In a last class, that is a problem which has been happened, that installation not did. So later on, what happened? So once I clicked on that install through USB option is okay. So like that, you have to select all the USB options, whatever is there in the developer options, especially in a mobile. So once if you do that particular thing and your mobile is ready to connect to this particular Android Studio. Afterwards, through the USB cable, you can connect that particular mobile there. And when you connect that, your Android Studio recognizes that particular mobile, and that particular mobile can be taken as an output thing. That is, when you click on that run button, and if you select that particular mobile, the package will be created and it will be installed in your particular mobile. So yesterday we had installed that. Just a minute. Yeah, yesterday we had installed that particular thing here, which you can see. This is a one example app which I have created. So when you click on that particular app, it will shows you the Hello World. So this is an app I have installed yesterday in a class. So like this, we can do. So this is a one particular thing, and yesterday we had a problem with another one type of an output, that is AVD, that is Android Virtual Device. That is, you can create your own Android Virtual Device through Android Virtual Device Manager, and that it will be there in the right corner of an Android Studio, and you can click on that particular thing. So yesterday we have tried, due to the RAM problem, or whatever memory problem in the particular my laptop, we couldn't load that. But in yesterday after the class, I have tried lot the ways. So what I have did, that is, whatever my C drive is full with all the applications like Visual Studio, Eclipse, what I have taken previously, and all other video editors, everything is there in my particular C drive. So I thought that means due to that particular C drive things, so this problem will be there, especially downloads around 12 GB downloads is there in my particular C drive. What I did, I copied all that downloads to other particular directory. I vacated the C drive, I made a space there, the first thing. Then some studio, means Visual Studio, this time I don't want. So because of that, I uninstalled that particular Visual Studio. And later on, what I did is, now we'll follow in this particular class, and we'll see how the Android virtual device you can invoke in an Android Studio, and whatever you are running the apps and all, you can see in that particular thing. I will start the session now. I'll share the entire screen and you can keep on seeing. I'll try now. Actually, to say now, Google Meet is also there. It's also taken a memory. Means it will also take a lot of memory because it's a video meeting. It will take a lots of memory. With that particular memory, either I can load that particular Android virtual device. That also I'm having a doubt. Let us see. We'll try once. Again, if I get a blue screen, means same problem. That is, there is no space for a RAM to place that particular AVD. Once we'll check. So I'll go and share an entire screen here. Right. So what I have did in the beginning, first I have gone with run option. That is Windows icon button and R I have pressed. There you are going to get a temp like this, means percentage temp and percentage temp. Just click on this particular temp and you can see a lot of the temporary files which will be there. That files will be there in this particular temp directory. And first you should remove all this particular thing. That means first select as Control A and Shift Del. So remove all. This it's a copy of other files which will be there here. So it will ask you some files it can't delete. So you can tell a skip for that particular thing. So almost all things has been deleted. That means whatever a temporary files needed at particular applications now which has been loaded. So for that files it will be there. So then just you close it. So another one thing what I have did is cleaning up of my particular C drive. I have gone to the control panel. There, the administrative tools will be there. I clicked on that and I cleaned up the C drive. Also, you want if you want also you can do that. That is control panel. Go there here. Just if you click on that, you have to go to the administrative tools. In administrative tools, disk cleanup option is there. If you select, it will ask you like this. So I cleaned up yesterday. I think no other things will be there to clean up. Just I'll close this. Uh, so you have to clean up all that particular things, and it will ask you that what are the files you can clean up, means what are the files in a download folder it will be there, and what other temporary files will be there, and all it will show you once again, and you can clean up that particular thing. Now I will start the Android Studio. Just a minute. It's loading. It's loading. Same my example app project. Preparing a workspace for the project. Yeah, I got this particular thing. As I have explained you, you can see once having a look here. Initially, it will be there like this. So these are the Gradle scripts which will be taken automatically when you go within a new project. For that particular project, what are the Gradle things will be needed? So all that particular Gradle needed things, means location of SDK, project settings, and project properties, and ProGuard rules for the app development, whatever is there, and Gradle versions. So module example means your whatever code is there that will be taken as a project, and it will build the Gradle for that particular thing. So that will be taken as a default. Don't worry about that. Now we'll come with this Java, and you have seen here. So the first main activity Java file will be there. If I double click on that particular thing, you can see this is where you are going to do the coding. This is a default thing which will be there. Actually, to say you will do the coding at this particular part. So means like adding a button. Once you have added a button to that particular button class name, you can create on click like that. Whatever things is there, you can do all this particular coding here. Coming to the next thing, that is resource. You can see here, as I told you, that this is a drawable thing which you can do and other things. Here main thing, we are going to take a layout, and in a layout activity main XML will be there. So double click on that, it's going to come here, and you can see here what are the common things which we are going to use for a design. And here the button and image view, these are the extra things what you can add up in your particular thing. So buttons, gadgets, whatever is there, you can add a new gadgets also, and layouts you can create, and containers you can create. Like that, you can take this any one a particular option, and you can put over there. Now our concentration is on AVD, right? So yesterday you can see here the Pixel 4 API 30 which I have created, which will take a less memory, almost all. So I will go to the AVD. This is an icon. You can go like this, or if you are confused there, you can come to the tools. You can click on a tools, and you can see AVD manager. Here you can go to like this also. In both the ways you can open the AVD manager. Now you can see two mobile means AVDs virtual devices I have created. One is a Next 5x API 30 which I have created, and Pixel 4 API 30 which I have created, which you can see here how much it's going to how it will be there. So once if you want to see this whether it will run or not, so you have to run this particular virtual machine, and you have to check either it will run or not. We'll directly see how it will, and how I have created this. That is another one question arises. So create a virtual device. So you take this virtual device like this, click on that, and you go to the phone, and you can see here Pixel 4 is there of 5 point. So this is the one which I have taken, and I have gone with the next one. So when I gone with the next one, the whatever is there already have downloaded the R version, which is there already in my particular for next 5 X. I have created that particular. I have used the same thing. If you want, you can go for a Oreo version also. Not an worry. You can make that particular thing also. So like this, after doing after selecting that, you can go and finally you can tell no. So in this way you can do the means it will take some time to download the image for that particular means whatever images is there, it will take some particular time, around 935 MB or 1.3 GB, like that it will be there. Internet should be there as an sufficient. This is very much important. So for all these things, if you go with only your mobile internet and all, you will face some means some problems will be there. So if internet is sufficient, then you can do the things. So I'll cancel this. So in this way, once if you have clicked finish, automatically name whatever you are given with that particular name, a virtual device will appear in this particular window. Now I'll close this. So here automatically it will be there in a list, and you can select this of any one of this particular thing. As usual, I am going to connect my mobile also. Now we'll see both the ways. Just 1 minute. Connected. Let us see whether it's yeah. Let me also came. So once if you do the settings, automatically it will take. So actually I'm going with this. So Pixel. Now I'll click on run button. Below you can see Gradle building the running file. So means at the bottom you can see there. Now Gradle build running and run selected configuration is going on in the left side, which you can see what is going on in our particular Android IDE, the present work. So I think it will loads now. If it loads, it's well and good. Otherwise, definitely it will load. So in a last session, means in yesterday's evening, device is ready. MTP is set up and ready to go. Maybe I think so. It will build. Yeah, it's coming. I'm waiting. Yes, we got it. Yeah, see, this is a device for initial loading. It will take some time. Now, second time I'm doing, so it's loaded early. Uh, so its loading state will be there. Means actually it's loading the whatever mobile features will be there. Everything, all your mobile features, everything will be there here, which you can see power and audio increase and decrease will be there here. All these things you can see, means mobile rotatable things, whatever is there, camera. So everything will be there here. So it's a loading. It will load. So what it will take time. Yeah, loaded, and Gradle build is running on, and you can see definitely after means launch of that particular app will be done on this particular AVD here, which you can see. This is a Gradle building which is going on here, which you can see Gradle build running. So it will take some time. Yeah, Gradle animation has finished. Zero errors are there. Now let me see that it will run. It has to launch the project there. Yeah, launch succeeded. It will come. If it goes down, you can see clearly. Yes. Yeah. Launch succeeded. To get. Yeah, it's coming. Yes, you gotta allow world here, right? So example, app is running on this AVD, and you can see here. Like this, you can create whatever app you are created, and you can test your app here only with all the features, whatever is there. Like I can click here if button is there, and whatever frames is there like that, and go to the next screen, and you can see here the action bar, whatever is there, and example app, the name will be there one side, and this side what are the right side other components you can put, and all we have studied in theory. And actually the design screen or means layout will be at this particular thing, the white space whatever is there. So there you can place the things and means components, and you can do your own coding. So there's a default action bar which will be there in Android, that it will shows always the screen and all, means how much the battery and all. This is the default one. Always the app will be there at this particular location. Now actually we have succeeded in having this particular AVD here. So now I'll close this. Before this, I can close here, I think. It will take some time. Close it. System will become very slow. Close. Let's close it. Yeah, I closed this. So you have to wait, don't force it, wait until it closes automatically. Then you can close your Android app also here. So you want to terminate the process app, saving the project. It will exit now. Yeah. Now back here. Yeah. So now I'll stop this sharing. Yeah, now you're seeing practically how you can do in both the ways, that connecting a mobile and as well as the AVD also you can take into the considerations. So that I told you that if you are also facing the same problems of memory and all, you have to do the steps what I have told you. Now what's the next step here in according to the syllabus is we'll study about the different components or functionalities which you can place on this particular activity screen, and how you can write a coding for that particular activity screens. Actually, according to your syllabus, it's based on Eclipse, but same code will be there here also. Don't worry about that. So the coding means how to place a text box, that and all we'll see. First, we'll follow the theoretical concepts, whatever is there according to the syllabus. Then we'll come to the practical. Now again, I'll share the PPT. One minute. Cancel. That's a minute. Yeah, I'll share the window. Yeah, back here. So we are discussing how you can means utilization of the action bar. Besides the fragments, another newer feature introduced in Android 3 and 4 is the action bar. In place of the traditional title bar located at the top of the device screens, as you have seen there, the example app, the action bar displays the application icon together with the activity title also, so that you can say here, and you can place right side some action bars also, which you have seen. Now the next one here is adding action items to the action bar. Besides displaying the application icon and the activity title on the left of the action bar, you can also display the additional items on the action bar. These additional items are called action items. Action items are shortcuts to some of the commonly preferred operations in your application. For example, so what I have told you that in last class, that whatever action bar right side, what you are going to put the commonly used functionalities. For example, I have told you that in games and all, if you want to go in a games and all, so what are the features, means exit or going sound off, something like that you may need. So you can click on that particular thing, or any other app you are going to do some any important things you want in between, in which are the level you are, the common thing which you want, or saving of that particular information maybe, or maybe you want to move from one slide, means depending on particular item, or you want to search. So something like that, which is very essential for all the activities whatever you are using, that means how many screens you are using. So that shortcut may be placed at that right side of the action bar, so you can utilize that particular thing. We'll see practically that, and don't worry about that. Next, coming to the development, a demonstration of the simple examples will go with that particular thing. Android basics, creating a user interfaces, that is all of the basic elements in Android are stored in Android gadgets. The namespace in the SDK means whatever the fee means elements which you want, it will be stored in that particular gadget in that particular class in SD. The most commonly used elements include button. This is a standard button element, and the following XML specifies the layout of the button widget, that is text view. Text view is effectively the same as a label in other languages. It is just a place to display a text. So these are the two components which we are going to use more in actually in any of the app development. Then Android Basics 2, in that edit text. This is a text box widget which you are going to use. You can edit the contents of the text box and save those values in code. That means if you want an input from a user, you have to place a label as well. That is text view you have to place, as well as you have to place a edit text also. There you can enter, you can make your user to enter a data. For that things we need this particular edit text. Now checkbox, this is a standard checkbox element which is used usually when you are going with a male and a female concepts, like that yes or no concepts wherever will be there. That's for radio button. Checkbox is that if you want a multiple values, if you want to select for one particular field, for that you are going to use a checkbox. This is standard checkbox which you are going to use. Just drag and drop that particular thing there. Radio button, this is a standard radio button element to really get the most bang of your buck. Means that you are going to face almost all radio buttons will be more if you are placing yes or no concepts, things will be there, and selecting any one option of that particular thing where radio button is needed, like that you can use. So it will comes under the secondary. The first thing is always the label and as well as the buttons, so that will plays a important role. Coming to the next, list view. So where this list view you are going to use, this is an element you use if you want to show a list of data. You can overload its display and put lots of elements in each row, or you can just bind a text item and value to each. So it's like a list which is going to display on your particular screen, and you can add a multiple items into that. In that, any one item the user can select. It means any one thing he can select. Sorry, that's a list view, and you can see in this particular screen here how a button has been placed and how a checkbox has been placed, and edit text, how a text viewer below the label, and this is a list which has been displayed with the radio buttons, like that. You can means have this particular components on a screen. The trick is using an array adapter, which you are going to use as an array adapter, where T is a type of an object that want to bound with this particular items, whatever is there in that. Coming to the next thing, that is list view. This is an element you use if you want to show lists of data. You can overload it displays same thing is same. Just a moment. Yeah. connecting to the Google Play. After putting this particular things and all, how you can connect to the Google Play, means you will have that particular thing. Once APK has created, means how you are going to connect and all. So this doubt will also be there for you. So what is necessary to publish your application to the Google Play? And there is also the Amazon Android marketplace is also will be there. This also you must know how you can place that. Getting an Android developer account, how you can get. So sign up in a snap of a development account. Just make sure you have a Google account. That is very much important. Google account is must. So one time registration fee will be there of $25. Keep in your mind, $25. Head to this particular sign up and you are all set. Once if you go with this particular whatever HT link I have given here, so you can sign up there and you can pay the fees. Once you have done that particular thing, what signing your application, how you can do signing your application with Eclipse is relatively simple process. Right click your project in the package explorer and select file export. Select export Android application. Complete the steps of the wizard and you will have a key store and a signed release build off your app ready for the market. In this way, even in Android Studio also same steps you can follow. That is, you have to export that particular Android application and you have to place that in a key store. So how to place that? A wizard will invoke automatically and you can do the things. Coming to the next thing, Android development practices. Android fundamentals. When developing an Android app, you need to account for which of the four basic components. That is activities, services, content providers, and broadcast receivers of apps you need to include. So what actually you want to do, these four things will definitely will tell you that what your things is. Activities, you know that what activities each screen is doing and how the functionalities you are going to place in each activity and how the story you are going to tell with each activity. Means services, means how you can take the services for each particular thing, means how you can have a service of the customer, how you can provide a service to the customer with this particular app. For example, you want him to connect to any of the website, or you want him to connect to take some information to other third party things, that and all services. Content providers. What is this content providers? You want to take any file and you want to display that file contents to this particular user and all. So that will be there. Broadcast receivers. The broadcast receivers means getting a notifications, that in all, how you can make a notifications and how you can send a notifications to all the customers, through the messaging and through the networking and all. That also you are going to study in a model 3. Coming to next, connecting to the Google Play. What is the necessary? This is over. Just a minute. It's repeating. Done. Now, coming to the activities finally, as we have discussed this already, that activities are the individual screens in your application. Just revoke that, and that all of the functionalities that expose in a UI should be placed on this particular activities. What are the services? Services are the components that run in a background thread. Common usages of services are to hold long-running process or for functioning that can happen in a parallel with the applications. For example, whatever parallel things you need in your application to be run, you want to play a small music when user is using this particular application. So this is one type of services. If user wants to call to one particular person when he is using your application, or he wants to chat with his friends using a WhatsApp. Like that, what services also means how services is invoked and how you are making your application to run in a background or services to run in a background. That is also important. Content providers. Content providers are interfaces to the offline storage and you have within your app. that is using a SQLite and all. Means what are the contents is there regarding your particular app, and some files in a way you have stored. If you create a suite of applications, you may want to have a single point to holding all of your data. You can also leverage the content providers built into the Android operating system. The standard set of providers in the OS allows you to get the content from the calendar, contacts, media store, messaging, voicemails, applications, different way. So that's why whenever you are installing one particular app under, it will asks you, allow me to connect to your contacts or connect to your media store, like that. So you may need your media store of that particular user also. Means there a content providers will be there. Means I want a content from his gallery, I want a contacts of his friends. So definitely I want the contacts thing. Means I want to use a calendar of that particular mobile. So these are the content providers. Already existing data will be there, and that data I want in my particular app. So how to use that? Broadcast receivers. Broadcast receivers are components that respond to the system messages. You would use a broadcast receiver to catch events like the screen turning off or the battery reaching a critical stage. So this is a notifications which you can get. Means battery almost all it's going dead. So your app is going to work. Means customer is working with your app, assume just for a sake. So then automatically a notification intimation you can receive from your mobile stating that battery is going down. So how you can receive that with a broadcast receivers thing. And the criticalness means screen is going to turn off, and Wi-Fi failure is there. Means a common use for a broadcast receiver is for querying the status of the network. Means assume if network goes down, for example I'm playing a game or I am using any particular app, for example phone pay, you can see phone pay. In a phone pay, assume that you switch off your data. Means whatever data you are using, and if you go to use the phone pay, it will tell you that something went wrong, internet is not there. So how it will knows that internet is not there? Means how the phone pay app will knows that internet is not there? That means they are using a, means the phone pay developers, they are using a broadcast receivers. That means they will get a information automatically if Wi-Fi is not there or internet is not there and battery level is going down and all. So that things will be there here. So fragments as a user interface we have studied already, and ask for a permission. So the users of your application must prove of what functionality you want to leverage on their device. To promote the user for what you need, and so that your device will behave as designed, you need to add a permission request in your application manifest visit. So how you can have this, you can follow this particular link for a list the various permissions you can request when developing. So these many permissions you need actually from a customer's. Means you have to get a permission. Depending on what version of the OS you are targeting, you are afforded additional permissions. Also, one of the newest permissions available is read social stream. So there in that link only, if you go, you will get all the details also, which enables you to access the user's social stream. Just a minute, what's the name? Oh, sorry. I'll stop here. We'll do in the next class. Yeah, any doubts? It's open for discussion now. Any doubts? Any doubts? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇದು ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಬೇಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಲಿಸನಿಂಗ್?
Yes, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. At least somebody. It will be very, very useful for you. What I am telling. You believe or not, yesterday, sorry. Yeah, yesterday, whole day for that AVD, putting a Google, seeing different videos, how to, what is the problem, what error I am getting. So almost all after the class until evening, I am with my laptop. Something I have to do, I have to solve that particular problem. So finally, I solved it at, believe or not, 10:30. night. So that much times it will take. Whenever things goes better, no, there's no problem. But new things, when we are learning and we are doing the things, no, it will takes the things. That's why I'm telling you people also do it practically. But actually, to say according to the subject, no practical things is there. But we'll do it. And finally, the assignment, everyone, don't forget again and again. And I'm not asking you. So assignment is very much important. And in tomorrow's class, I will tell about the first internals, what are the syllabus, it will be there and all. And how the case study and innovative question, what are the documentary for that and all, where you have to go and you have to get the information. So that and all we'll discuss in a next class. I think Friday I don't have a class. Saturday morning, first hour 8:30, we'll first discuss that, and later on we'll go with some basic components which you can have on a screen. I don't tell in detail all the practical in detail to show and all. It will take a lot of time. Still I'm in a model 2. So what I will do now, text box, I will show you how to put a data. If you click on a button, how the data will be displayed, and how you can access that, means what how clicking of a button, how you can do that basic programming things and all. I will show you. The complex things you have to learn on your own. So that you are a master degree student. So only the basic components coding I will show you in a practical sense. Okay. So I'll stop the recording now. Attendance, I'll consider 59 are there, almost all everyone are there. So 2 days attendance I'll take. Stop recording, right?